We're live.
Did we have to
We're
approve
just
that?
gonna cancel it for lack of business.
Okay.
So the one in October?
Yeah, the second one
The
this
second
There's
one.
month.
gonna be early voting in there.
What's that, 12, 13?
Next Tuesday.
You got the location?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you checked to see if all 7 people that are gonna watch us live have tuned in yet?
Yeah. There are 2 people watching.
Oh, boy. Good evening, and welcome to this regular meeting of the Helotes City Council. It's October 8th, 2020, and we're underway at 7 p.m. And if you have a cell phone or other electronic device, if you would turn it off silent or vibrate, that would be great. First up on our agenda is our invocation, and tonight Councilmember Holmes will do the invocation for us. Then we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance to the American and Texas flags. So we'll stand.
Dear Father on high, we come to you in prayer this evening with hearts of thanksgiving for all of your blessings of the day. We thank you for your unmerited love and your grace. Tonight we ask for your wisdom and guidance as we conduct the business of the city of Helotes. May all we say and do tonight be what is best for the city, its citizens, and its employees, but even more so, that it bring honor and glory to your name. Father, during this difficult time of discord and illness in our country, we ask that your healing hand be placed on our nation to bring us back into a spirit of oneness with you as Lord. Be with those who have contracted the COVID virus, as well as their loved ones, and a special blessing is asked upon their caregivers. As always, we ask that your divine protection surround our police, our firefighters, our emergency medical teams, our public works personnel, and our support staff. These things we ask in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Okay, anybody call in to speak?
Nobody.
Seem to be heard? Okay.
Nobody.
Then we'll move to the consent agenda. Tonight that's items 3 through 5. And are there any questions on any of the items or requests to pull any of the items 3 through 5? Then I would look for a motion and a second to approve consent agenda items 3 through 5.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve consent agenda items number 3 through 5 as written.
I'll second that.
We have a motion from Holmes, a second from Blue. No discussion required. We'll call the question. All in favor of approving the consent agenda items 3 through 5, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
Aye.
Thanks, Bert.
He said A, right? Yeah.
Motion carries. Agenda items, or consent agenda items 3 through 5 are approved. That takes us to item number 6, which is a discussion of and action on the appointment of Melody Pope Cooper to the Economic Development Corporation Board of Directors, Place 2, and whose term will expire September 30th, 2022. And Melody is here, so Melody, if you would, just step up to the podium and introduce yourself and your address where you live, and then council will ask you some questions if they want to.
Sure. My name is Melody Cooper. I live at 14803 Cross XD Trail. Have been here since 1997, 23 years.
Great. And we have your bio as part of the packet, so Melody, if you haven't read, is the owner of Hope's Cleaners, and she's been on the chamber and just decided to step up and apply for the EDC when we had a vacancy. So thank you again for that. Anybody have any questions for Melody?
Mr. Mayor, I don't have any comments or questions. I would like to thank you for stepping up and to participating in the assisting the governance of the city. I know the citizens appreciate you as well as I.
Thank you.
Alan?
And likewise, thank you for your service thus far on Chamber, and look forward to working with you on EDC.
Thank you.
Cynthia?
Well, I know Melody. Melody and I went to high school together with Bert.
Wow.
Yeah,
my
it's a
God.
small world,
You
right?
didn't put that on your bio.
I don't blame you, I wouldn't
It's a
either.
decision.
You didn't want to bring that up before the election.
We're not worried about her, it's a bird. That's concerned. Okay.
Yeah, anyway, she's a great person, and I'm very happy that she applied for this position.
Great. Paul?
No,
anything?
thanks for stepping up. Nice to have a local business leader on
Thank
your
you.
staff there.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks again. Go ahead and have a seat.
Mayor, you didn't ask Bert.
Oh, yeah, Bert, sorry. Absence.
Yes, I'm here. I'm watching you guys. Melody, I remember whenever I was in Little League on the south side, we're all Southsiders, and Cynthia Massey and I, we grew up on the south side, and Hope Cleaners, if I remember right, was on South Florida Street.
Yes.
And I'm almost positive whenever I was in Little League, you sponsored one of my Little League teams, or your family did, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank you for that, and I'm just so proud for you to be on EDC. I think you're gonna be a really great addition.
Thank you, Bert. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do have a
Yeah, go
1 minute
ahead.
little comment. I'm not a public speaker, but I had just a few things, 30 seconds. I wanted to share. From my resume, you'll note that I have many years' experience in the corporate sector. Firstborn, and didn't want anything to do with the family business. I wanted to be sure I had sick leave and vacation leave and a 401k, so I left home and went to college, and then my college boyfriend turned husband with a business management degree went into the family business. This was not my plan. So I stayed working in the corporate sector until my father became a widow, and I was the only child that lived in town and to take care of him and the business. So after 3 years of juggling the family business and my corporate job, I quit with the intent to return to the corporate sector. But here I am in the family business now 11 years. So this is my first year on the Helotes Chamber of Commerce, and have really enjoyed participating in the activities. So when I was approached to consider membership with EDC, I felt that this would be a great opportunity to pay it forward. For you see, although dry cleaning is noted as an essential business, white-collar workers are still working from home in their shorts. And this has hurt us drastically. And if it hadn't been for EDC's awesome guidance and information that led us to acquire 3 grants, we would have had to close the doors for Helotes. So I just want to thank you for a family business of over 80 years. This would have been devastating for us. And I owe a lot to what EDC has done for us in these last months. So I'm real grateful to have this opportunity to pay it back and to represent other small businesses as best as I can. So thank you so much.
Great story. Thank you, Melody.
Thank you.
Okay, so if we can get a motion in a second for action on the appointment of Melody Cooper to the EDC Board of Directors, Place 2.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we appoint Melody Cooper to the EDC Board of Directors, Place 2.
I have a motion from Massey. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Fredericks. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the appointment of Melody Cooper to the EDC Board of Directors, Place 2, term expiring September 30th, 2022. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no.
Aye.
Sorry, Bert. Okay, we have...
It's okay, my wife doesn't listen to me either. So,
I was going to say, absence does not necessarily make the heart grow fonder either, so don't forget that. We miss you. Okay, that takes us to item number 7. And this is just a situation where we have one of the EDC board members that's missed 4 meetings. The last one was unintentional. She couldn't get through on the telephone in time for the meeting, so that was her 4th miss, but the bylaws are pretty specific, and so Marion and the staff wanted to bring this to you, as did I, since the bylaws read the way they do. And so we'll look at getting a motion and a second for discussion and action on item number 7.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we discuss and take action on item number 7 as written.
I have a motion from Massey. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Holmes. Cynthia, it's your motion.
Since she missed the last one, it says missed more than 3 regular meetings, and if she missed the last one due to technical difficulties, I think then that she's at the 3 regular meetings. But I would like to also know if Phyllis would like to stay on the EDC.
She does.
She does.
I talked to her today,
Okay.
and we had a nice discussion. She was very frustrated about missing the last meeting, and she does want to stay on.
Okay. So the health matters aren't something that's lingering that's going to affect attendance at other meetings, I guess is.
It could, but she's very willing to do teleconferencing, and Selena's already talked to her about contacting her, and Phyllis is on the phone if you want to ask her any questions.
Yeah.
Phyllis, can you hear us?
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
well, she's able to get it this time, so maybe that, from now
We
on.
called
We
her.
called her.
Oh, okay. So the last time when
She couldn't get through.
it was calling this end that was difficult.
Yes, and that's happened before with other people.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll call them, like if we see that they're not.
And also, it is not, I have not been asked 4 times. Prior to this, it was only 2 times. One time because of health, and the other time because I forgot.
We'll double check that, Phyllis. I know you told me that this afternoon, but
Okay.
it's not a requirement that she be replaced or the place vacated. It's just for consideration.
Well, I think that if she wants to stay on and if she had legitimate reasons, I don't see a reason for us to
Well, if there's nothing else, just because of COVID,
Well,
we have
exactly,
a problem.
yeah. We've had a lot of,
Everybody else has been excused for COVID.
I agree. So I don't have any issues with keeping her on board.
Okay, Alan?
Also, hello?
Hmm?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Phyllis.
Phyllis,
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Phyllis,
I want you guys to realize that a lot of these things are volunteers, and at least we have volunteers, and we can get people, and some of the rules, like the absences, can seem a bit much to a volunteer. Am I right?
Duly noted, but of all the committees I've ever served on, there's always been a attendance requirement, so it's pretty typical, but duly noted.
Yes, I understand that, but, you know, as long as you realize it,
We do.
we're volunteering. All of us.
Okay.
Phyllis, this is Councilman Holmes. I'd like to ask you a question in front of everyone. I would like for you to hear you say that you wish to continue to serve on the EDC.
MCGIC,
I didn't hear your answer, Phyllis.
yes, the MCG, are you talking about the MCGIC?
No, he's just asking, I already told him that you had told me you'd like to continue serving. He's just confirming that.
Oh, yes.
Okay, it is your.
Yes, I do. Now, I need to qualify that also. My mother, just this past week, has been diagnosed with COVID. And I don't know what that's going to entail for me because I am her primary person. But yes, I do want to serve.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Alex?
Thank you, Mayor.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear it.
He said that's good.
What was
Alex Blue's up now.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
My thoughts are this. Well, first I had a question for our city administrator. You have noted on the attachment A we have here, there are certain things listed as special and also regular meetings, and I was just curious, was there not a regular meeting in the month of May?
No.
Because it indicates a special meeting in that date, but not a regular one, so I was
Right.
curious on that.
We didn't actually have a regular, if you don't have it on the regular day, we ended up having to just have a special meeting. So we didn't have a regular meeting.
Okay, because the other meetings show canceled, so I didn't see a canceled meeting in May and then a special meeting
Yeah,
in its place. So I was just curious.
yes, the regular meeting was canceled and we had a
clarify that.
special meeting.
The only thing, and I'm glad to hear that Phyllis is interested in continuing, and I think we all want to allow that to continue. My only concern, however, is this, that 3 of the absences are all within the last 3 months. And what that means is, in the event that she misses another meeting within the next 9 months, we're back to four meetings again in a 12-month period. Or
No.
are we starting to scratch?
It's the fiscal year.
Okay, yeah, I was concerned that if something happened and she missed another one, it was a rolling 12-month period, so.
No, it's fiscal.
Okay, and my only comment to Phyllis would be that yes, you're volunteers, however, with a 7-member board, with as much of a responsibility as it has, attendance really is very important. It's extremely important for a 7-member board that has a budget of hundreds of thousands of dollars that impacts so many community activities that just to say, and I encourage you to continue, and I'm going to vote to allow it, if that is a vote, etc. But I would say that attendance at the few meetings that are held are critical, and can't just be said, well, we're volunteers, therefore. That shouldn't be the right approach, and because we do have other volunteers that are able to attend, and this is such a very important thing for the city. Those are my comments. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Paul?
No, I don't have any comments. If, I know because of COVID, it looks like, those rooms, and that's what she said, some are meeting permits because of COVID, I think is what she was saying. Then, I'm willing to grant an exception, and I appreciate the notification. Thank you.
So when is the fiscal year begin, the new one?
October 1.
Yeah, October 1.
Okay, so it just
So
started.
It just started.
So it's starting over again, I see.
Right.
Okay.
So since there's no specific, yeah. Oh yeah, Bert, any comments?
First of all, I really think that we need to look at this. Phyllis I've known Phyllis for years, and she's a fine person. She's stepped up a bunch of times, but I think it might be better for us to maybe replace her, because we need to, this is like Councilmember Blue said, this is a very important position. This is my opinion, And my next question is, do we have somebody else that is in the list that would like to serve?
No.
That's another question for me. Huh?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just saying that this is, like Alex said, Councilmember Blue, this is a very important position, and we need attendance, and it's just once a month. So, if there's a health issues and she says she's going to have to be having problems with her mother, I think that's what she said. I think that we need to consider maybe replacing Phyllis. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. And then also I would like to, give kudos to Mr. Ron Lane. He served on he resigned from the Helotes, EDC, and also Mr. Matthew McCrossin. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, since no specific action is mentioned in the motion, would you want to amend that to either replace or leave Phyllis on in her place?
I'd like to make a motion to continue to leave Phyllis on as on the EDC.
Okay, so the motion is to retain Phyllis Jackson in her place on the EDC. Alan, are you good with that amendment?
I'm good.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second, and this is to allow Phyllis to continue on the EDC, place 2. Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no.
No.
Okay, we have
That was Bert.
1 no by Councilmember Bias. Okay, Phyllis, did you hear all of that? You're still in place 2, and we appreciate you continuing to serve.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that's the end of our agenda. If there are no objections to adjourning, we will go ahead and adjourn. And we're adjourning at 7:20.